Alright, hi everybody. Welcome. We are sitting at parking bay 20 at Halifax, getting ready for a flight to Montreal. And I'm just switching the runway because it looks like runway 23 will work just as well as 05, and 23 is a lot closer. So I'm setting up the headings. I've already fixed it in the FMC, but there's still a peculiarity there. Let me check. Yeah, what is this? What is going on here? Departure. Execute. Okay, now it looks better. All right. The flight time today is going to be about an hour and a half, and our departure time is in 5 minutes time. No ATC, but the event today is Montreal, so the Montreal fur will be up, and the Boston fur Boston center is up already. So for the departure we may not get anything, but soon after we'll get Boston. Okay, I'm turning my APU on. We're supposed to get Dave, a sim buddy of mine. He's having a few issues. The antivirus has blocked various Pro Sim apps. Okay, APU is available. So let's get the bleed on and turn on the APU. Check the the APU is generating. It is. So we can turn our ground power off. Ground power off. MCP set, takeoff speed set. CDU, we're gonna probably push back facing south and then go out on Golf Foxtrot Lima holding point runway 23. Short taxi. And then after we're airborne, we're gonna take a right hand turn and head for Kelno. But even that has a requirement, and the requirement is okay, so for a 2-3 takeoff runway heading. Where are the instructions here? Okay, so climb heading 233 or assign for as assigned for vectors and maintain 5,000 feet. So we do nothing but go straight until we get ATC. Of course, if we don't get ATC, we're going to turn right heading for Kelno. Alright, before start, briefing has been briefed. So let's call for the pushback. No, we're not.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, that's more time wasting. So we're going to push back facing south. So in other words, facing left.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Halifax traffic, flare 838 out of stand 20. We'll be pushing back shortly. Facing left.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Roger. We will put packs off for the start. Then Dave. Yep, that's Dave. although you can't see him. Oh, he just disappeared.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Roger. Okay, let's get the fuel pumps on.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, so we were only 1 minute late pushing back. That's pretty good. Okay, let me thanks, my friend.
Clear to start engines.
Roger. Okay, start engine number 2. N2 rising 16, 17, 18, 19, motoring. Rising again. Okay, 25% fuel on. Sky's not so bad. $59.60 on the N2. 63 will get switch start, switch cut off. Okay, engine number 1, start. We can put our taxi light on. N2 17, 18, 19, motoring. Okay, rising again, 22, 23, 24, 25, fuel on. 250 on N2. Okay. Still got the dual bleed on. Alright, generators, engine 2, gen on 1. And engine 1 on. Okay, let's check. We have power out of gen 1, power out of gen 2. Okay, we can switch off the APU. Okay, APU off. We'll bleed off. And we'll put our packs to auto again. We're gonna need a cabin reset trip. Okay. Hope it warms up in there. Okay, let's go through here. Your damper is on, normal, cross feed, bright, dim, bright, fuel is on, wipers parked, taxi light on, start switches to continuous, probe keep on. Let's see if they'll have a problem with putting my NTIs on. Not sure we need it. Okay, flight altitude 380, landing altitude 100 set. Anti-collision light on. Okay, we are set. So we're basically gonna go a short distance and turn left. Go down, cross the runway, and it will be runway 32 that we're crossing. Okay, flaps 25. Check the controls, left, center, right, center, forward, centered, back, centered, rudder left, centered, right, centered. Okay. Reset fuel flow. Okay, before taxi checklist. Generators are on, probe heat is on. I did get that. Anti-ice is on. Isolation valves to auto. Set. Engine start switches to continuous. Recall. Check. Auto brakes set to RTO. Start levers idle detent. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear. Before taxi checklist completed. Okay, we on the start. On the takeoff page. We are ready to go. Halifax traffic. Flare 838 is taxiing to holding point runway 23 via Gulf. Strobes before crossing the runway. Let's check. Left, clear. Okay. Halifax traffic, flare 838 is crossing runway 32.
Approaching 14.
So after airborne, we're going to turn right to head to Calno. No particular rush. It's just the general idea. I think we need to get above 800 something feet before we can make that turn. It's 880, I think. Okay, let's just stand by for a second.
Approaching 2, 3.
Okay, we've got TARA transponder on, weather radar on. And we do have terrain on that one. Okay. Strobes on, lights on. Halifax traffic, flare 838 is lining up runway 23 for takeoff.
On runway 2, 3.
Okay, set thrust 40%.
Approaching 1, 4.
Okay, set takeoff thrust. Forward pressure on the controls.
knots.
Release forward pressure.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps 1. Command mode. Okay. Halifax traffic, flare 838 is turning right for Calno and climbing to cruise altitude 380. Halifax traffic. All right, 380 set. Okay, after takeoff checklist. After takeoff, engine bleeds are on, packs are on auto. Landing gear is up and the flaps, no lights. After takeoff checklist completed. Let's take a look at our cabin climb. Yeah, we've got about 0.3 cabin climb. And cabin altitude now is about 1,500 feet with differential pressure of 3.25. Okay, duct pressure is 40 and temperature is at 22 degrees. Should be comfortable in the passenger compartment. Alright, lights on. Still going through some clouds. We'll keep you in your seats for a bit longer. Passing through 13,000 for flight level 380. Good. So what is sorry, Boston and Montreal. So Boston is 134.7. So that'll be our next one. 134. Decimal 7. And that's on our standby. And after that, it'll be Montreal. Montreal is 128.775. There will be approach, tower, Navy ground at Montreal. So let's check the all right. Okay. The fuel at 880 was 12.2, but I don't think that was in our plan though. No, Kelno was though. And we're about to get to Kelno. Oops. Gotta pay attention to when to switch to standard barometric pressure. Climbing through flight level 241. So we got 400 over what we planned, but you know, there was a budget for like 15-20 minutes of taxiing, and we didn't taxi that long. $409 miles to go. Okay, Montreal. Approach. Getting a pretty strong headwind, 115 knots. We could get up to flight level 400. But for fuel burn calculations, I'm going to stick to the plan. So by the end of this flight, I'll have lots of data to decide whether I need to adjust the fuel factor from minus 17, which I currently have it in Simbrief. Thousand-ish feet to go. And incidentally, this is live time, current time flight, and the current weather. I've rolled back the sim in terms of daylight back 6 hours, just to ensure we have light for the takeoff and for the landing. Sometimes you'd want to do it at night. I've done night flights before, but I think they're not as interesting as day flights. Okay, looks like flight level 370 is on us, and 1,000 feet to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will shortly be making their way through the cabin to offer various beverages of your choice. There will also be a selection of goods available for purchase, and we can accept most credit cards, checks and cash. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Now we'd like you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
369 miles to go to Montreal. Okay, let's do some initial setup. Assuming 24 right, set the ILS frequency 111.90. Precision height we'll go with is the lowest one. Straight in ILS, so it's 306, so for us that would be 310 set, and let's take a look at the approach. So the approach we've got is Ombre 2 approach, Ombre 2 with OBDOS transition. Okay, let's step through this. So there's OBDOS. And then Big Boo, and Big Boo is a possible hold point, which is great, and no restrictions there. Hang on. OBDOS Valero, yeah, that's Valero, and then Big Boo is a possible holding point, and then it's Sylvie, another holding point potential. Wow, a lot of holding points. And then Gorgs, no restrictions so far. Okopo, okay, Okopo. And then our first restriction at Mare. So on Mare, for 24 left, 24 right, and we are 24 left, 24 right. Between 4,000 and 10,000. And I have that set, no speed restriction. And then to Lana, no restrictions, but it's noteworthy. This is Volax, and then runway 24. Hold at YOLOBOX, and that is if you do a missed approach, runway heading and then at 3,000 feet you would do a hold at YOLO. So missed approach is 3,000 feet, and initial at Lana is also 3,000 feet. So you may not have to adjust what's in that MCB. I'm really bad at this, but I'm going to have to try to remember to update the MCP if the missed approach is not reflected as 3,000 feet. Okay. So that's that. And I'm going to switch to Boston Center.
Departure with me, 5337.
Okay, so I think that's our approach briefing is completed. Only thing remaining is to understand our
how long do you think you're ready?
parking situation. So we wanted parking bay, parking 5-6. Okay, 5-6. So if we look at the chart,
yeah, the wind's pretty
for
calm,
where
actually.
5-6 is, okay, so in this inner area, it's right here, 5-6 Bravo is indicated. I'm not sure if that's what, that is the one that we want, but it's right in the, up here in the corner, in this cup-shaped thing. So the only thing left to calculate is landing weight. So now we got to go back to this brightness.
725.83.
Projected at the end is 6.8. And is that pretty much what we have here?
Number 469 Bravo Bravo, Boston, hello. Maintain level 30
We'll go with the 6.8 for now. So 6.8.
33 9 Bravo.
Uh-oh. Let's finish this. 6.8 plus 135.7. 142.5. 142. How can?
Okay, trainer 926, fire runway heading, 187 takeoff.
Okay, I don't understand that, but alright, let's see who's beeping us. Okay, so Boston Center. Okay, we'll do that. Boston Center, good evening. Flare 838 is with you at flight level 380, inbound to Mound, 12 miles to go.
Flare 838, Boston Center, good evening, school 7031.
7031, Flare 838.
Delta 4596, contact New York approach on 128.55 today.
Good day, Delta 4596.
Direct to Cambridge, Charlie Alpha.
Direct to Cam خطر 02.
Descend and maintain 1000, Albany altimeter 3027. Yep, welcome to 12, descend and maintain 1000. Okay, trainer 976, radar contact, say altitude. Okay, trainer 976, thank you. Climb maintain, oh well you already are, sorry. Climb maintain 10,000, proceed direct to Kimmy. November 115 Mike Foxtrot Boston. Good evening. Stand by for that. Jazz 882, redirect, sorry, proceed direct crank. Crank, Charlie Romeo Alpha November Kilo, direct crank. Walker 612, fly heading 010, descend maintain 7000. 010, Walker 612, sorry, descend maintain 5000. 5,000. Good evening, radar contact. Redirect, proceed direct to JFUN. Say again the call time, please.
Copa 2025.
Copa 2025, Boston Center, muy buenas. Coming safe flight level 220.
This is your Copa 2025, thank you.
That's right, I think you know, 10 you got steps on there. Proceed direct J-Fund. Thank you. Finnegan 721, that's approved, report back please. Delta 400, cross Calverton, Charlie, and maintain 12,000 at 250 knots. Kennedy altimeter is 3035.
Cross Charlie, at 12,000, 250, and copy on.
FedEx 2910, Boston, good evening, weather contact, climbing tape, flight level 210. Jazz 882, contact New York approach 128.55, good night.
Okay, let's pick up Adis from Montreal. QNH.
Ah, okay, no worries.
Just check if I'm reading this right. Montreal.
Open 2025, proceed direct Calton, Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Yeah, it's actually few at 15,000 feet and broken at 24,000 feet. Okay.
I'm sorry, so you're going to go back to the
Open 2025, proceed direct Charlie,
Visibility
Charlie,
is
Charlie,
like
Calton.
24 kilometers.
Just to Charlie, 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 go back to the page, okay?
And temperature is 36 degrees Fahrenheit and dropping. The winds are, or as we approach the runway, beam wind. So just got to be careful of that. It's going to be coming in from the left side. Otherwise, no other issues. Visibility should be fine on the ground, or as we approach the runway. Yep. Only thing is those 21 knot gusts.
Air Canada 8867 Boston, hello, radar contact, come maintain by level 3.
So we should be ready for switching over to Montreal Center, which is 128.775. Okay, we are in Boston
Still
space
400,
now.
New York approach is unlocked, radar 778, frequency change, approved.
Definitely before Obdas. If you want to know exactly how far before Obdas we would enter Montreal airspace, you can look at our flight plan and see so Montreal airspace is 28
Delta
miles
19,
before
Delta
Obdas.
19,
So
Delta
let's make a waypoint
and I maintain flight level 27.
for Obdas, and it's 28 miles after Montreal first. So 28.
Delta 19, Charlie, you can proceed direct east.
So there you have it. So Obdas is after Montreal first. So this is the Montreal fur right here, where this dotted green line intersects our purple. Okay, and I noticed there what we didn't do is our rings around the runway. So let's go to the next page, page 1. 4 miles.
1.49 Romeo. Not 100 post. Radar says permanent frequency change approved. Have a lovely flight. Cheerio.
20. Okay.
1.49 Romeo. Long tail 100. Light boat, long boat, big boat 49 Romeo. FedEx 2910 to center maintain 11000 to Boston altimeter 3037.
check Montreal ATIS one more time. Close this and reopen it. Approach 24 right and 24 left. Okay. So we want 24 right.
Trainer 976, let me know when you have the weather in NOTAM to Saranac Lake and advise for extra.
Here we have the weather in NOTAM to Saranac Lake, and we'll be requesting the RNAV GPS runway 23 beginning at Kidney.
Okay, Trainer 976, speaking in Mexican.
Well, we'll expect that next year.
Bridge 1641, descend and maintain flight level 280. Walker 612, turn left.
Yep, Sam's out of the UK division. And, pilot rating, ATPL, and 4,005 no controller hours. And my I've got 1,073 hours on VATSIM.
Heavy, 7,000.
All right, overall our journey, we have 215 miles to go.
20 Boston, hello, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 320.
Estimated time of arrival is 0153. And how does that compare to our plan? Our plan expected us to land at 0149.
Clear visual approach from 119.
We were only 1 minute late, so I think our planned arrival time is still possible since we are landing from the north. We'll just have to wait and see. Land says 0157 and the FMC says 0153. Okay, so this is slightly earlier now. 0153.
Level 115 flight cross, just got my Charlie.
Yeah, 0153.
Coco 2025, cross Calverton, Charlie, 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 at and maintain 12,000 at 250 knots. The Kennedy altimeter 3034.
Okay, about 90 miles to go to top of our descent, which is after Oculus.
November 115 Mike Foxtrot, thank you. Reserve navigation rate to Marconi, Lima Foxtrot Victor, and climb maintain flight level 400. Just check, you should be squawking 7017 as well, please. Robot 3 arrival, runway 22 left, off now to the 3037.
Yeah, this Zulu time was not right. I think it's pulling in, let's see, 1912, that's just wrong. I will slice it. That's not right. Local time, that's not right either. If you added 6 hours, that would be 20.
British 1641, contact Montreal Center 128.77.
Yeah. So it looks like this iPad Navigraph is pulling the time adjustments that I made to the sim in P3D. So that's why we're getting offset. So the local time is 14:12, but really it should be 6 hours later since I pulled the clock back 6 hours. So it should be 20:12, and it's actually local time is
4211, Boston Center.
Yeah,
Canadian
20:15. So we can't go based on that, but we could do like distance to destination. It's saying 188 miles. And
Flare 838, contact Montreal Center 128.77. Good night.
okay, over to Montreal Center 128.775. Flare 838. Good night. Going over to Montreal Center.
Captain Montréal, bonsoir, c'est plus qu'à droite, la fenêtre 3009, descendez vite. Canada 424, when ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, you're down to flight level 240 or Canada 424?
Canada 242, descendez vite, Lucie, la fenêtre de Québec 3017.
Canada 250.
Le cadre 365, c'est 24 à Québec, information, papa. Airnav, planifiez l'Airnav 24.
Airnav 24, papa, on va aller chercher ça, Québec à 3, c'est ça.
Rouge 1640, planifiez Québec Ave, Hôtel Alpha, Bravo, Bravo, Sierra. Canada 2258, contact Toronto Center 12577, direct. 125, that's 177 for
Montreal Center, bonsoir. Flare 838 is with you, level at flight level 380 inbound to waypoint Opdos.
Flare 838, Montreal Center, good evening. Information Juliet, Man Island 24 right. When ready, descend flight level 290.
Okay, 24 right, when ready, descend flight level 290, Flare 838. Landing weight, this says I'm going to have 6,100 pounds of fuel on the ground. Somehow I think that's not true, but let's see. 6,100 and the plan says what?
Afghan 155, Montreal Center.
Yeah, Canada 155.
We should do another check at Opdos. That should give us a good indication of overage, underage, whatever, and we can do a final refinement to our landing weight.
Canada 376, when ready, descend flight level 240. Descend flight level 240.
Auto brakes 2 is what we talked about. Let's have a look at how much traffic there is in the area. Not looking so bad. Not too many aircraft, none around us. Let's look at the arrivals. Arrivals to come in. Got a competing one here, Air Canada. Maybe one aircraft that might be in contention with us. Might have to be slotted in with us. No big deal. Top of descent, 46 miles. Fuel check at Montos.
Nominor 214, on a libéré la 24 sur hôtel.
Nominor 214, Roger, Luna Québec, reculé Golf, Velocité 29, Delta et Delta 1.
Golf, on traverse le 29, Delta et Delta 1 pour Nominor 214. Merci pour le confort, les bonnes soirées.
Très bien, bonsoir. Canada 424, descend 8,000, and cross limiter 3008.
3008, and 8,000, Canada 424.
Maintenez vitesse de 2702 ou mieux jusqu'à 10 000. Québec à 3700, lorsque fait descend les 8000 pieds, la finance à Québec 301.
301, c'est ça, Québec, 8000 pieds lorsque près Québec à 3, c'est ça.
Canada 424 for sequence, maintain 280 knots.
280 knots, American.
Canada 2160, contact Toronto 12577.
2577, Air Canada 2160, Quebec Eastern.
Approach is 132.8.
Flare 838, proceed direct to Ombre, Oscar Mike Bravo Romeo Echo.
Direct to Ombre, flare 838. Alright, we got a shortcut.
Un 641, contactez les arrivées de Montréal, 1 3 décimal 5, bonsoir.
Steps. You basically cut out there we go, all those steps in between from Obdos all the way to Gorgs. So were there any restrictions that were cut out? Well, we don't see them anymore there, but on here.
Air Canada 424, contact Montreal arrivals 132.85 today.
Port arrivals 132.85, thanks for the navigation.
Gargantia.
Okay.
Canada 376 to 10,8000, the Montreal altimeter 3008.
Look at 8,000 there.
3008 is the QNH now. Pick up this useful information even though they may not be talking to you. .33 minutes to go. Okay, top of descent. 5 miles to go. Get ready with our descent checklist. Okay, top of descent. First pulling back. Should be able to see something on the cabin climb. Not yet, I guess. Actually, there's fixed increments, and actually they're posted here. I can't read them from here now. It's interesting. Yeah, it's not a steady move, I think.
Canada 242, descendez 4 ici.
From this perspective, a green circle starting to show up is our 20-mile mark. I put my rings at 20 miles, 10 miles, and 4 miles out of the threshold of the runway that we're landing at. Usually, just as a general rule, 20 miles is about where you want to start thinking about flaps 1. And 10 miles, you know, you're definitely flaps 5 by then. And by 4 miles, some folks are doing gear down at 4 miles and then flaps 30. But usually I'm like shooting to be fully configured by 4 miles by now. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I burn too much fuel doing it that way, but that's generally what I've tried to do. It's sending us all the way down to 8,000 feet, which is fine with me.
Canada 242, pas plus bas que 4 pieds jusqu'à pied 6. Faisais approche en nav 12 et 2.
The ombre is 7.3. Ombre 7.3. This is fuel, by the way, but you got wind over there. That's weird.
Canada 376, contact Montreal arrival 132.85 today.
Verifying here. Montreal approach. Arrivals is 132.85. Okay, descent checklist. Pressurization, landing altitude has been set. Recall, check. Altitude has been set. Recall, check. Auto brakes have been set to 2. VREF has been set to flaps 30, 145. Approach briefing has been completed. Descent checklist complete. So Ombre, the fuel is looking like it's going to be 7.3. Let's see what Ombre fuel was on the plane. Ombre 7.3. Yeah. Looks like we're going to be 2 planned, but 2 over, so maybe 7. So 7 plus 135 is 142.7. 142.7. It's really weird how, I wonder where it's getting our gross weight as being 131. That's just incorrect. I'm not worried, I think we've got it right. See any precipitation. Don't think we need to worry about anti-ice. Passing through flight level 245. Switches to continue. Cabin altitude 5,000. Differential pressure is 6.4. Top pressure is around 30. Temperature is around 20. Chilling a bit. Okay. Remember, we're still going direct for Ombre. This is a pretty much straight in approach.
Osaka, Montreal Center.
3002.
Alright, we'll find 25 in Ottawa for 22-4.
That's 224, Roger. prefer the RNAV Zulu or Yankee?
We'll take the Yankee for 22-4.
Okay, getting a bit of buffeting.
Fréquence 3, c'est simple pour plus bas que 4000 pieds jusqu'à Bisty, tes approches RNAV Zulu, c'est 24.
4000 pieds jusqu'à Bisty, ensuite TELEX Airnav Zulu, piste 24, Québec Air 361.
He should be handing me over to approach soon.
Jazz 224, when ready, descend 8000.
When ready, down 8,000 for 22-4.
Canada 626, when ready, descend flight level 210.
So ready, descend 210, Air Canada 626.
Appreciate it if you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts at this time.
10,000 feet.
Delta 299, Montreal Center, good evening. Climb flight level 200.
Delta 299, climb flight level 200.
There's Blue 652 Victor for traffic, fly heading 020 and descend 14,000.
Montreal Center, good evening. Air Canada 371, leaving 11,000 for 16,000.
Canada 371, Montreal Center, good day. Climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Air Canada 371.
Canada 242, quitte à gauche à hôtel, statue d'école, prête à l'écart des 2
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you store any electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate, as use of such devices could interfere with the
Montreal Center, good evening, Air Canada 439er at flight level, or correction, 120, climbing 13,000.
Any hand luggage should be underneath the seat in front of you or placed in the overhead locker. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to complete their final compliance check and to collect any remaining cups of glass.
Climb 230, Air Canada 439er.
Delta 299, climb flight level 270.
Aircraft ahead of us, about 9,000 feet below us.
Delta 299, climb flight level 270.
Delta 299, climbing flight level 270.
Canada 626, descend 8,000, Montreal altimeter 3008.
Descend 8,000, Air Canada 626.
Barry 38, contact Montreal arrival 132.85.
Over to Montreal arrivals at 132.85, flare 838, good night.
JetBlue 652, continue descend 8,000, out of
Montreal arrivals, bonsoir. Flare 838 is with you, descending through 11,000 feet.
Flare 838, Montreal arrivals, good evening. The Montreal altimeter is 3008, information Juliet. Plan for the ILS runway 24 right approach and descend 4,000.
Roger, 24 right, descend 4,000, altimeter 3008, flare 838.
X-Ray Romeo Charlie, contactez le terminal d'Ottawa, Ottawa 135,15, 135,15. Canada 376, contact Montreal Tower, 119.9.
119.9, Canada 376, Mr. for ATC, bon oui.
Canada 727, contact Montreal Center, 128.775.
2877 Air Canada 727, thank you.
Golf X-Ray Romeo Charlie, Montréal.
Get my lights on.
X-Ray Romeo Charlie, contactez Ottawa, terminal d'Ottawa, 135,15. Contactez Ottawa, 135,15. Clear 838.
Not below 3,000 until established. Cleared to Lona for the approach for ILS 24 right. Flare 838. Okay, Lona. No problem. Well, I think that means that we can go down to 3,000 for Lona.
Golf Mike Echo, descendez 7, le pied.
That may be a Golf Mike Eagle.
We can slow down. Up our ILSs. We've got localizer alive or present. Dark cloud ahead of us.
Leaving Montreal arrival, your account of 6.
The airport, the airfield should be somewhere.
Passing 180 for...
Okay, now we have 2 actives. We can
Canada
hit the approach mode.
626, Montreal arrival, good evening. The Montreal altimeter is 3008, information Juliet. Plan for the ILS runway 24 right approach and continue descent to 8,000.
Plan 24 right and continue descent to 8,000, your account of 6.
Golf Mike Echo, descendez 6, le pied.
On descend 6, c'est puis Golf Mike Eagle.
Okay, we have Vorlock and glide slope. We have captured the ILS.
Golf Mike Echo, descendez 3.
To flaps
On est à 3, les gars, Mike Echo.
Captain Cook, 30 feet, allowing
So 838, contact Montreal Tower on 119.9. Bye-bye.
Okay, switching to tower 119.9, flare 838, good night. Montreal Tower, good evening. Flare 838 is with you. Okay, flaps 30. Flaps 30, 150 knots. Okay, runway inside. Okay, landing checklist, engine start switches to continuous, speed brakes arm, landing gear down, flaps set, green lights, landing checklist completed, radio altimeter 1,500 feet. Okay, so our plan is to vacate to the left at Bravo 4, no rush. Vacating to the left.
Approaching 2, 4, right.
Alright, autopilot disconnect.
Approaching minimums. 500. Minimums.
Landing.
400.
That's good cross breeze here. Check. Auto throttle disconnect.
100.
Check.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse is normal. Manual braking.
Approaching 0,
Ladies and
6,
gentlemen,
left.
it will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seat back pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you.
Welcome to Montreal.
Extra care should be taken when opening overhead lockers, as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew,
121.9
we
or
would like to
bonsoir,
thank you for
flare
flying with us
838.
and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
02.
002, for Charlie Channel.
Ground, Flare 838 with you, bonsoir. We are looking for gate 56. Let's get the APU on.
Aircraft 514, contact Montreal Tower 119.90.
119.90, thank you, Aircraft 514, bye-bye.
Ground, Flare 838 with you on Bravo 4. Hello?
Service de Montréal, bonsoir, il est à 272 avec l'information Juliette à la gate 48, on est prêt à copier.
Montreal ground, Flare 838 is holding on Bravo 4.
Okay, ground is back, stand by. Aircraft 514, contact Tower 119.90. Okay, UPS 4 Charlie Juliet, contact Tower 119.90.
99 for Charlie Juliet, thanks for ATC.
There 838, welcome Montreal, what's your gate?
56.
Roger, Flare 838, taxi Bravo 4, south ramp to gate 58. And correction, the 58 is in the horseshoe, taxi Bravo 4, north ramp, west lane, clockwise on the horseshoe.
Okay, so it'll be west ramp and then clockwise on the loop to 58, Flare 838.
Thank you. Delta 9250, contact Tower 119.90.
119.90,
APU on the bus.
9250, thank you for the ATC.
Okay, we've
Montreal
got dual
ground
bleeds
tonight.
on. Okay, check.
Service de Montréal, bonsoir, Canada 272 avec l'information de Juliette à la gate 48, on est prêt à copier.
Canada 272, bonsoir, hôtel de l'aéroport d'Ottawa. Il y a le Montréal 2, départ la route du plan de vol. Planifiez la piste 24 gauche, affiché 1060.
Autorisé pour l'aéroport d'Ottawa via le Montréal 2 avec la piste 24 gauche, on affiche 1060 à Canada 272.
Canada 272, la lecture est exacte, elle vous fait refouler.
On rappelle leur secret refoulé à Canada 272.
Left turn.
Continental 581, ready for taxi.
Continental 581, right on the horseshoe, taxi east lane, north ramp, Alpha 4, Alpha, alternative 3008, hold short runway 24 left.
Okay, east lane, north ramp, Alpha 4, Alpha, and hold short 24 left, please reach your weight to Continental 581.
Clockwise.
And Continental 581 and under traffic just to the east lane, so take west lane, north ramp, and the rest of the taxi.
Okay, we'll step over to the west lane
Okay,
and continue the rest of the way, Continental 581.
There 838 for the next time, the west lane is the line just on your right.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Le Salle de Montréal, bonsoir, Air Canada 766, à la porte 47 avec l'information Juliette, on est prêt à copier notre clearance pour Ottawa.
Arcana 766, bonsoir, autour de l'aéroport d'Ottawa, Montréal 2, départ, la route du plan de vol, planifier la piste 24 gauche, affiché 1024.
Okay, west lane is the one I should.
Roger, on est autorisé à l'aéroport d'Ottawa, Montréal 2 départ, route de plan de vol, la 24 gauche et on affiche 1024, Air Canada 766.
Arcana 766, la lecture est exacte, c'est prêt.
On vous rappelle pour le refoulement et démarrage Air Canada 766.
Oh, where is there another?
Montréal, Air Canada 337, prêt à retrouver avec Arcana 337, maintenez position.
Should be off to my left.
Arcana 337, on a un Boeing 737 qui rentre présentement dans le phare à cheval. Après le trafic, on va à la gate 57. Après le trafic, je suis en étroit pour l'application.
Après le refoulement, on déroule le trafic et après le refoulement, je suis refoulé en ligne droite.
That one must be ours. But I'm not seeing 6-4. 6-0, so 5-8. Yeah, it's the next one.
Sounds up the 45.3 tower, 119.90, contacting in the holding short. Okay, over tower 119.
Cool and fine.
AP is running. Check for power. Yep. That's 5-8.
Traffic.
Yeah, it does say 5-8 on the chart. So it is there.
Montreal ground, good evening. JetBlue 45, looking to pick up IFR clearance to Boston this evening.
JetBlue 45, stand by, number 1. JetBlue 45, you're clear to Boston Oakland, via the Montreal 2 departure, flight plan route, departure runway 24 left, squawk code 1015.
Okay, cleared to Boston via the Montreal 2 departure. 24 left for the departure and squawk 1015, JetBlue 45.
JetBlue 45, read back is correct, call back for push.
Alright, parked at
We'll go back for push.
0206. And we can go now. We can leave
Montreal ground, malicious 1, GA ramp short of Romeo, ready for taxi.
Until we get
English
ground
1,
power.
hello, do you have your
Ground
clearance?
power available on.
A-firm, I got it from tower before you got on, malicious 1.
Yeah, thank you. Altimeter 3008, runway 24 left, taxi Romeo, hold short 50 runway.
24 left via Romeo, malicious 1.
Okay, and passengers out of their seats.
JetBlue 45,
we can
push
request
no
deboarding.
facing east, call back for taxi.
Facing east, call back for taxi 245.
Okay, so now that we've collision lights off. Okay. And APU off. Fuel off. Engine start switches to auto, taxi light off. Probes off. Window heat off. Yaw damper off.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Aha! Is the yaw damper the beacon? Trim air off. Recirc off. PEX off. Insulation valve open. Electrics off. Emergency exit light off. Okay, are we all set there? We can go ahead and turn all the lights on.
Traffic.
Oh, why is the traffic on? Let's see if that works. Okay, flight director is off. Reset altitude to 10, 10,000.
And ground fully flies ready to taxi.
Jet 245, runway 24 left, altimeter 3008, taxi north ramp, Alpha 4, Alpha, hold short of the runway.
VR is off.
North ramp, Alpha 4, Alpha, hold
terrain off.
For left, jet fully flies.
Okay, folks. Well,
English 1, contact tower,
another
190.
flight complete. Welcome to Montreal. Looks pretty snowy. Current temperature minus 12 degrees centigrade. And
119.90. Thanks. Malicious one.
let's see, just flight notes. Just remember for myself that they're probably going to send me down on the west ramp next time I approach this from Bravo 4. I should come down north ramp and then to west ramp. Okay. And then clockwise around the west apron. Alright, well, wasn't bad. The positioning got me almost on the spot. I was slightly to the right. That flashing light is the jetway, not me. Okay, well, we made it. Thanks for joining along in the flight, and we'll catch you on the next one. My next flight is tomorrow, which is Toronto Thursdays. We'll have to figure out where I'm coming from. Might be Halifax, might be somewhere north, or it might be from Dulles. We shall see. Alright. Ciao for now.